I chain smoke and I say fuck a lot. But I accept myself for the way I am. I accept you too. Viewer discretion advised. My videos are a lot of tedious work, and sometimes they take a little bit of time. I'm sure everyone saw Ricky Gervais by now. Well, I was going to show it here, but they blocked my video. Dick Clark Productions. Evidently everybody else can use it, but I can't, so sorry about that.
We spoke to multiple pathologists for this story, and they all pretty much agree on one thing, that without knowing the position of the body, the way that Jeffrey Epstein's body was found, it's almost impossible to determine the cause of death with any certainty. Knowing the position that a body was found in is a key piece of evidence in any death investigation. And in this case, we don't know how Jeffrey Epstein's body was found. The autopsy reveals that Jeffrey Epstein had petechiae, which is burst vessels. Dr. Bodden says that's a key indicator that somebody's neck was compressed and that you see it more in a compression than you do see it in a hanging. We know from the autopsy that Jeffrey Epstein had a number of other injuries. There was an injury to the back of his neck and had an injection mark very clearly in his arm. We don't know what that's from. We don't know if that happened at the hospital or if it's something else. We just don't know because we've not been able to get the medical records from inside the MCC. In the pictures of the cell, there are multiple nooses. The fact that the medical examiner sketched one noose, this is the noose they think was responsible for killing Jeffrey Epstein.
Yes. Did you hear that? Sounds like he's starting a car or something.
Responsible for killing Jeffrey Epstein.
Yes, this would be the ligature, the noose that was involved in causing the death. Mm-hmm. That's why it was sketched. Mm-hmm.
Here it says on here, it appears to say folded. The edge is folded here. One of the things we have heard is that the guard that found Jeffrey Epstein cut him down, which you'd seem to indicate somebody cutting down a noose or something. If you look at the noose that the medical examiner examined, and you look very closely at the edges, it appears perfectly hemmed. It doesn't look like anybody ever took scissors to it.
That wasn't too hard to figure out. I knew who strangled him. It was a Ninja Turtle, Michelangelo. That's his mask.
The difficulties with this story is because they charged two guards, there is a firewall and you cannot get information because you go to the Department of Justice, you go to the FBI and say, hey, what's going on here? And they said, there's an ongoing criminal investigation. We can't tell you anything. That's made it especially difficult.
Well, after that video I made about Ghislaine Maxwell hiding in Israel, from the Daily Mail, Prince Andrew's friend Ghislaine Maxwell, the former lover of pedophile financier Jeffrey Epstein, is under 24-hour guard by former U.S. Navy SEALs amid fears for her life. January 4th, 2020. Ghislaine Maxwell is being guarded around the clock by former U.S. Navy SEALs. A source says she is moving between safe houses after credible death threats. Jeffrey Epstein's alleged victims have portrayed her as his madam and fixer. The 58-year-old former girlfriend of Epstein has denied any wrongdoing. Ghislaine Maxwell, the former girlfriend of convicted pedophile Jeffrey Epstein, is being guarded around the clock by former U.S. Navy SEALs amid concern that her life is in danger. The Mail on Sunday can reveal. A source says ex-special forces are shuttling the 58-year-old friend of Prince Andrew from one safe house to another across the American Midwest following credible death threats. She is now the principal focus of an FBI investigation and is said to hold the key to the truth about the Duke of York's relationship with the disgraced financier and whether he had sex with a 17-year-old girl. The Duke has repeatedly denied these allegations and any suggestion of wrongdoing. While Miss Maxwell has never been accused by the authorities of criminal wrongdoing, Epstein's alleged victims have portrayed her as his madam and fixer. The source said, "There's been so much rubbish written about Ghislaine. The reality is she receives multiple credible death threats on a daily basis. The hate mail is sometimes 2 feet high. Who gets the mail? She's constantly moving. Her life is in danger. She's being guarded by the best of the very best, and that includes former U.S. Navy SEALs. She's not under the protection of any government. She's on her own." Asked about reports last week that Miss Maxwell was being sheltered in Israel and supported by wealthy friends, the source said, "I only wish. This is costing her a fortune. She moves constantly. The reports are just bullshit." Sources told the Mail on Sunday, Miss Maxwell has become increasingly frustrated with the lies being told about her. One said, she's become the most hunted and hated woman in the world. The reality is she's done nothing wrong. Her life has been ruined, but she's fully confident she will be vindicated. She's done nothing wrong? She believes her good name will be cleared eventually. There's another side to the story, and it will come out. For now, people assume she's guilty. She's living a nightmare and trusts no one. Her good name will be cleared. I don't buy it. Ghislaine is prepared to face it in a court of law, but not the court of the media or Twitter. She has a story to tell, and she will tell it when the time is right. This article just seems like disinformation to me. I just feel it. I don't know, though. Doesn't feel right, though. There's blind items suggesting that she's house hopping. Liz sent me this from crazydaysandnights.net, Monday, December 30th, 2019. Blind item number 5. This foreign-born A-list designer, who started off in a very big way in shoes, has been allowing the madam/sexual assaulter/procurer to stay, at times, in one of the designer's homes. Is the sexual assaulter house jumping? I don't know what to believe with her. I don't know if she's in Israel, if she's in the US. With the article about her being in Israel, it made me think about this. MC Squared modeling agency, Jean-Luc Brunel's agency, is based in New York, Miami, and Tel Aviv, Israel. So their old address is registered here in Tel Aviv. I don't know if it's still active or not. You can go inside of it because they actually rent rooms. Although it only shows you one space. Ain't that some shit? Fucking stoned.